I'm currently at Hawthorne Park, once a continuous stretch of second growth forests, ponds, and wetlands, home to nesting herons, amphibians, and the endangered Pacific water shrew. Today, what I'm wondering is why is there a two-lane asphalt road slicing right through this natural habitat? Today, I'm going to tell the story of 105 Boulevard, how Surrey residents tried and failed to stop it, and what that says about using your voice in local politics. In 2017, light rapid transit was all anyone could talk about in Surrey. A planned LRT line would run down 104 Avenue, turning it from 4 lanes down to 2. However, 104 Avenue is one of Surrey's busiest east-west routes. Bottlenecks were pretty much guaranteed. To ease congestion and prepare for utility relocation for LRT, city staff proposed a brand new 2-lane road just north of 104, the 105 Avenue connector, the road we just saw. And as we know, it ran straight through Hawthorne Park. Residents rallied under the Save Hawthorne Park movement, claiming that the project would destroy mature habitat. Officials estimate that around 450 trees would have fallen. However, activists claim the actual number would be around 2,000 saplings. Opponents called it an opportunistic shortcut. Instead of holding a full referendum, the city used a controversial alternate approval process. Under opponents needed 10% of electors, roughly 30,000 signatures, to veto the project, a high bar. The petitioners only managed to gather 12,000 votes, well below the threshold, so the city continued with their project. However, the protesters, unsatisfied with their outcome, decided to chain themselves to trees and block bulldozers to prevent construction in January 2018. However, Darcy MP was called and cleared all the protesters anyway, so the project continued as is.
There were really only 3 legal or political off-ramps for this project. 1, using a full referendum instead of the alternate approval process. 2, rerouting utilities and building a road along 103, avoiding the park entirely. Or 3, waiting till the next election, electing a new city council, and canceling the project. But yet, none of those happened. City council remained and built the project, and by 2019, the road was finished construction.
To compensate, the city bought 5 acres of adjacent land and 700 new trees, plus built a splash pad, playground, and revamped all the trails. The park is still worth visiting, but the trees there are only saplings, not the century-old trees we lost. Meanwhile, Surrey scrapped LRT in favor of SkyTrain. So the original purpose of 105 Connected Project was practically for nothing. The road was for nothing. The road did ease some congestion on 104, but the park is forever changed. If just 30,000 residents had filled out alternate approval process opposition forms, Hawthorne Park might still be intact. This video isn't just about trees. It's about using democratic tools we only truly wield when we participate. Voting is a right and a responsibility few in the world enjoy. Next time you hear about community consultation, remember the 105 Avenue connector. If you don't use your right to vote, somebody else will use it for you. And hey, if you want more deeper insights into local politics and the environment, like and subscribe. Please! It's for a cast project, please! Please, Mr.